Welcome to the end of the carrot of Starfox 64 as emulated on the Nintendo Switch from the N64. Now that we are taking branching pathways down to see Andross, we know that this is not quite a repeat of the easy mode run that we had against Andross, even though he's saying a lot of the same things, but now he says...
Really? It's just right then left?
You will feel true pain against this horror of in-your-face kind of boss battle. Because this is the true Andross. No more hiding behind robotic imposters. This maniacal scientist will finally get his comeuppance. Fighting against the son of the soldier he killed.
That you don't have your hyper lasers.
That's correct. Probably because I did a retry on this boss.
Okay.
Alright, good. You blinded him just in time. You want to shoot him in the eyes in order to stop him from doing his vacuum attack, because you can only repel his attack when he tries to draw you into his mouth with B-bombs, and we only have 3 of them.
I thought you could actually spam the barrel roll to either extreme side, and that would also get you out of it.
It's not recommended that you try that, because it's not. I don't think it's that consistent.
Okay.
And getting magnetized by his super fingers of lightning. Yeah, having the level 1 laser for this boss fight freaking sucks, man. You can't shoot as fast and you don't deal as much damage per laser. Okay, stand still.
But he's not even standing, Mr. Cloud. He's hovering and floating.
I was gonna say, you need feet in order to be standing. No, Andross one day decided that as he was experimenting on himself, that he was content just to have hands, that he made with his mind or something, or that he talked other people into doing it for him.
The thing
Jesus
is,
Christ.
thing is, very clearly hit his hands and the rest of his observable body parts are still biological in nature, despite how large they are.
Oh crap! So alright, nice use of B-bomb. However, you still got hit by the
meteors,
by the rocks that were just off screen, so you can't really see them. Okay, good. Now avoid the rocks, past Cloud. You gotta fly around the rocks. First they go forward, then they go back. You did okay. And now is the real test.
Behold, a true Andross.
In one of the most preposterous boss premises I had yet seen growing up, we are attacking Andross's brain.
Or rather, the Andross flying spaghetti monster.
So if this is your first time going up against this boss, you may not realize that as Starfox 64 bosses usually don't let you fly into them if you're still in rail shooter mode. This boss, in a very subtle twist, goes into all range mode and allows you to fly into him. So you may end up flying into the brain. Do not approach the brain directly, because those tendrils underneath the brain, which I guess is his brain stem, is actually a deadly kind of spiderweb type of attack. It will deal massive amounts of damage and probably destroy your wings. And in this game, when your wings get destroyed, you lose your laser upgrades.
Right, because for some stupid reason, the laser upgrades are stored in the wings.
Now be careful. You can only damage Andross himself, who does not have a visible health bar, only after you take out his eyeballs. Now you have to figure out how to deal damage to the brain itself.
I believe you have to fight the lower cortex, right? You have to shoot the lower cortex?
You have to shoot him in the medulla oblongata. Careful now, the brain flies faster than you do. So if you do not take proper evasive maneuvers, he is gonna freaking take you into a spinal cord, spinal tap party.
And he probably doesn't have a lead guitar player.
Not anymore. We took out his 2 bassists. His drummer also is destroyed. Now, for those of you just catching on to the orientation of the mini-map, the big dot on the yellow icon means his rear. The small dot indicates his front.
Okay.
You want to, if he's like right on top of you, like right now, try to boost to the edge of the screen. Do not do U-turns, and whatever you do, do not do somersaults.
Well, yeah, because somersaults is like your place, and then he, grabs you and throws you into the abyss.
Oh, well, I mean, he kind of, in a way, it's kind of like chewing you up and spitting you out like he was during the early portions of the fight. He is, like, right the hell on top of me right now.
Yeah, I don't see you actually using bank all that much here.
You can't really bank against the brain because the brain turns as fast as you do. So a lot of the times you're going to be rewriting yourself at the edge of the map, also to avoid taking massive damage. Because the only 2 ways that the brain can hurt you is if you crash into the brain or if you fall into the spinal tap attack.
There, that time you were actually able to use your bank in order to reorient yourself correctly.
You can also try getting additional shots on him by forcing him to respawn. Or teleport, rather. Careful. Yeah.
Boost away, boost away, boost away.
Oh, suddenly I'm reminded of Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time bosses.
You're supposed to.
God, it's so
I mean, this. There's an R-wing in Ocarina of Time somewhere.
The anemone. And so Starfox has
explodificated.
Don't ever give up, my son.
Hey, James.
Oh, he survived.
Father?
Now get ready for the epic escape back out the way you came sequence.
Follow me, Fox.
Brought to you by Metroid.
Well, it should be left and right, correct?
No. You're not going by the sequence. That is a common misconception. You're not going by the sequence in which you entered. You can only exit as long as you follow James's ship. And I love that this
Mr. Cloud. It's okay.
I love that this game makes unclear as to exactly what this fighter is, where it came from. It's just a little mystery that it leaves for the rest of the game. And arguably for the rest of the series, because they never really explained what happened here.
Well, they don't need to, because Peppy mentions, when we exit here, that hey, Fox, I'm glad to see you made it out.
Come so strong, Fox.
Yeah, we made it out. I mean, it's one thing to have the game just jank around your ship while you're going out because the whole goddamn planet is shaking, but we actually destroyed a wing on the way out.
Fox, you're okay.
Thanks, Peppy. Hey, did you see James?
That's our leader.
And Slippy doesn't get a speaking line because he went back to
save him during the Star Wolf fight.
What's wrong, Fox?
Look at Fox.
Nothing.
He shakes his little fox head as a way of saying, no, nothing's wrong, Peppy. Was it a ghost? Was it actually him? Was it a product of Andross's mad experiments? We will never know. But so, Fox will carry on his father's memory.
And so that was Star Fox 64.
The true ending of Star Fox 64, yes.
I enjoy this game. I do. I don't enjoy it enough to actually play it on a regular basis, but to be perfectly honest, what this game did for the video game franchise that it becomes tied to is really awesome. Problem, of course, being that that franchise is, about a 4 out of 10, sadly.
Yeah.
Look, I enjoy Star Fox 64. I enjoy Star Fox SNES, and I enjoy the hell out of Star Fox Assault and Star Fox Adventures. But I don't enjoy Star Fox 64 or SNES enough to actually go back and, play them a lot. I enjoy Adventures enough to say that it's to criticize it for being baby's first Zelda, and I enjoy Assault enough to say that I really enjoy the campaign and multiplayer, but there's not much more to it than that. And I've never actually played through Command or Zero. We're not able to record Zero, okay? And even if we were, we're supposed to stay far away from Zero.
Yeah, a lot of stink
this
bombs.
Game effectively has 3 first game entries? Like, seriously, this series has got 3 games that qualify as the first one.
That indeed is funny. Talk about an identity crisis. Like,
yeah, you would think that after Star Fox Assault that they would actually continue, that they would actually just stick with that with the storyline that they were building up through there, and they tried to with Command, but Command was so poorly received that they decided to reboot it a second time. But we didn't have any other stories. Why are we rebooting if we're just going to be telling the same stories over and over again?
Well, such is the way of many stories, is just retellings and rehashings. Well, this final cutscene between Team Starfox and General Pepper should be familiar, especially if you did take this game's invitation up with the Andross teaser at the false ending of the game to give the game a try and try to find a pathway finally to Venom. Oh, and by the way, the answer is Macbeth. You want to go to Macbeth in order to make it to true Andross. It's the easiest way, it's the safest, it's the most consistent.
Okay.
And most of the playthroughs, and I played this game at least 100 times all the way through, that most of those times I went to Macbeth in order to achieve the hard mode playthrough.
So how many times do you fight Starwolf if you go through the easy route connecting to the hard route?
You fight him at least once.
Okay.
Team Starwolf, you have to deal with them at some point. If you miss them at Fortuna, they might miss you. They might see you at the Bolts Defense Battery. Actually, if you see them in Fortuna but fail to defuse the bomb, and then you end up going to the Bolts Defense Battery, then only the Starwolf fighters that you did not destroy on Fortuna are going to meet you there.
Ooh.
However, you can also do both, destroy all of them at Fortuna, and then because they get new ships according to the canon, you see the entire team again at Venom. However, if you destroy them all at Fortuna, you do not see them again. You do not see them at all when you go to the Area 6 Defense Battery.
Okay.
The Bolts Defense Battery, that is. And I am happy that Starwolf makes a mandatory appearance, being Star Fox's chief rival. It is awesome of the game to keep you into the canon. Well, once again, the Let's Player was probably making like a cup of coffee or something. Hence the screen went dark from inactivity.
Just promise me it wasn't a bowl of ramen.
It was not. I don't really care for ramen.
Okay.
Not enough to like keep it and like, oh, it's time to go nuke my ramen. Nah, I'm all set, bro.
Alright, so we've got a couple minutes left still. Now, what else do we have to show, Mr. Cloud?
Oh, we got to show General Pepper's bill, for one thing.
Okay.
Also giving us a chance to share among the commentators present what this game, how this game stands in the minds of people who have played it. At least in my mind, anyway. My affinity for this game is about as strong as my affinity for GameCube Resident Evil 4. Like, it's that strong. I can pick this game up anytime I want, and as long as I get the motherfucking controls right, depending on whether I'm playing on classic N64 or playing on an emulator, that all the old habits come back. I find myself reliving and enjoying once again all the cutscene moments, the dialogues between the characters, and also being reminded what made me fall in love with it in the first place. So, one of my favorite games of all time, Star Fox 64. Brought to you by RRC.
Yes. Alright, so under 1,000 total hits, sadly.
You can very well achieve that 1,000 total hits, but you're going to have to bone up a bit on Area 6. Meteos also could use a little more work. Corneria, oh yeah, what the hell happened there? And you can also see where you had the easiest time keeping your team.
Slip actually lived through all 6 missions. Huh.
Yeah.
57,000 space bucks.
I still have, to this day, have not figured out the exchange rate for Venomian units destroyed and the amount of space bucks they owe us.
Well, since it ends in a 4, it's probably a multiple of 8.
You've been served. And we thank you again for watching, along with Rocket Rabbit Commentaries, through this rather fitting emulation of Star Fox 64. And you're welcome to join us for our next playthrough. We'll be taking even more adventures through the galaxies.
Be safe, everybody.